Hi, this is Matthew from Poland. This is the second week's assessment for a music production course at coursera.org. We're going to talk about fixing a bad performance of a drummer. We need to fix the timing a little bit because he's been playing off tempo. So let's listen to the clip first. As you can hear, there is a tempo problem, so I'm going to show you two ways how to fix it. One is a manual, one is automatic. We're going to use the Pro Tools 9 for this task, but you can also use any other DAW you want. Now make sure the grid settings are fine. In my case, it's 1/8 triplet, and the tempo it's 100 BPM. Now when you manually fixing your drums, make sure you switch to sleep mode. Then you put your cursor at the transients and you make cuts on your take just like this. Then you back to grid mode and you just move the small regions you just made. Sorry about this. And then you trim the regions a little bit so you don't have any cuts at transients just like this. Later on, when you're going to make your fades, you need to be sure that there are no transients underneath the fades, and in case you're editing drums, it's actually very important that you have your transients intact. So just make sure you move those fades and those cuts a little bit to the left. Yeah, just like this. All right. And you can see there are no transients underneath the fades that are a little bit beside them. Now, the faster and more efficient way of doing this thing is to use Beat Detective. It's a automation tool that will find all the transients in your track, cut at them, and later on you can apply the quantization to fix the timing of your track. So what you need to do is to choose a track you want to cut on small bits. It is going to make small bits of it. Now you choose audio as a type of the data you're going to work on. Now region separation, capture selection, and then you need to choose the method of the analysis is really try and error. Just choose the one that works the best. You press analyze and you move the slider a little bit so it finds all the transients. You can see them actually, they're pink. Once you're sure that all the transients been found, you apply the trigger pad. I would normally set it to 20. I'll show you how it works. Now it's at 20 milliseconds, and now when you make a fades, there going to be no transients underneath the fades. But when you choose 0, sorry, that was wrong, 0, and separate, you see it made cuts on the transients, and that's not good for us. So let's put it back to 20. Here we go, and we have all our hits, the drummer hits, separated. Now, what we need to do is to close this window, and now we can quantize it. We need to make sure that the time base is exactly the same as is in our session. We press apply, and here we go. All the small bits we made with our Beat Detective, all the regions are now aligned to the grid. Now, but listen to it. As you can hear, there's lots of gaps in our track. So how we fix it? We go back to our Beat Detective, we choose Edit Smoothing and Fill Gaps. Now it's going to fill up all the gaps we have between our regions. Now, the whole performance has been aligned to the grid. And what we need to do is to apply some fades. We go to Edit and Fades and Create menu. And now we need to choose the length of the fade. In our case, it's 20 milliseconds. Press OK. And here we go. So that's it. Thanks very much for watching. Please leave the feedback, and thank you very much for the feedback from the last week's video. All the best. Cheers.